Hello and welcome. My name is Wikile. Welcome. Today I'm dealing with a technique called sequences. I'm dealing with the major scale. You can put sequences in any scale, pentatonic scales, or hexatonic scales, or octatonic scales. You know, 7-note scales, whatever. You can put sequences on triads, on chords, on arpeggios, anything for that matter. You can put sequences, as long as you're playing that and repeating a little bit and playing and so on. It's called a sequence. And there's so many millions of sequences that you can create. You can't finish them. So this is to give you an idea of how you can work out some sequences. You can do sequences with 2 notes. What do you do with the sequence is you go 1, 2. This is a basic one. 1, 2, and then 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, and 7, 8. So the last note is repeated, or the last note becomes the first note of the next batch of permutations. So you have that kind of stuff. For example, I'm in the major scale here. Let's go. We're in the key of D. You also determine the number of times you're going to hit on that string or on that note. Okay. Okay, you heard that. Now if you take an octave there, so there you go. That's a sequence. This sequence. So the sequence. Let me explain this sequence here. It's pretty good. You actually start off with the. You're on the D here. You're starting off with the. Let's talk in terms of degrees. You're starting with the 6th, the 7th degree, and then you hit the octave. You pull off, and then you move on to the 6th. You hit the 6th, and then fret the 7th and pull off, and you go on like that. So let's do it. Again. Okay. The other thing that you have to do when you are doing a sequence, you need to understand where you are starting it from in connection with your song, and then how you are going to end it in connection with what is being played with other on other instruments actually, or on the rhythm, or on the could be on this the lead guitar. So you need to know where you are starting your sequence and where you're stopping it and how you are stopping it. And you need to know the number of notes you're playing in that sequence. Okay, so this is one sequence. This is a long story of sequences. I'm gonna give you a lot of sequences so that you work on them. So this is the sequence. So with this sequence, we're starting on this on the octave and ending here on the 7th and concluding on the 5th up here. The 5th is on the 2nd string. So go. That's a 5th there. That's how we are concluding it. So you speed it up according to the rhythm of the. something like that. So this is a groove that will help you to improve your bass. Okay, thank you very much. My name is Vukile. But before I go, I want to reiterate this one here. So this is called sequences. With sequences, you got to pick a scale that you want to use. That's the first thing. Number two, you pick the number of notes that you want to play in that scale. Number three, you find out how you're going to start it and where you're going to start it. Number five, you find out where you are going to end it and how you are going to end it. In other words, the ending note, so that you can go back into the rhythm and play with the other players. Okay, and you also focus on the picking that you are doing in that sequence. Thank you very much. My name is Vukile. I urge you to subscribe and get some more as we go. If you have some questions, please feel free to ask on my YouTube channel, and I'll get back to you as time goes by. Thank you very much. Cheers.